Hello, so I've come down to Cornwall for a week, mainly because I've got some staff in the shop, which is great, so I get to have a break, but also because some of the new equipment is just about to be released for Duotone Wing, and I managed to get hold of some of it a bit early to do some testing. So I've got some other toys as well, but I'm going to talk about the new Duotone Unit 2025. So where do I start, really? It's a completely new wing, completely new shape. It also now comes in 3 constructions. So Duotone are really good with their materials and their range of products, and offering obviously different price points as well. And this works really well in the kiting world from my experience in the shop. It allows people to basically come in at whatever level they feel comfortable with, but also there's obviously the option for better wings and better materials. The standard is like similar to what most other brands offer. There is also the D-Lab, which people know about, which is the Aluula material, which is the composite material which makes the wing really rigid. But they've also added, which I haven't got here, is an SLS version. So it's somewhere between the standard and the D-Lab. It's going to be a blue concept product as well, so it won't be dyed canopy, won't be dyed material, which reduces its carbon footprint basically, and reduces any harsh chemicals used in the printing process. So it's better for the environment. But the main thing about the SLS as well is that it's going to have Aluula on this main part of the wing. So here to here and a little bit going into the V, which is where most of the rigidity is gained from when you're holding the handles. The flex that goes onto the wing this way and that way, this central bit will be really stiff. So it's a really nice in-between point between the standard and the D-Lab units. The other thing is, this is a unit, but you can see it's got a boom. So, yeah, basically it allows people to use the unit, which it was originally and is still like a wave wing, but you can use it with either a boom or handles, which I think is a really, really good, smart move. It means we don't have to hold as much stock in the shop, but it also means that there's way more diversity and flexibility with what customers preference basically. And just make sure the camera's still working. Yep. I really liked, and last time I was here in Cornwall, I really missed actually having the boom. But the thing is, the slick is more, or was more geared towards sort of free ride entry, flat water conditions. But I really liked the rigidity and the solid control you have from having one solid boom, one solid handle basically. And yeah, basically this gives us the ability to do that. So they are all carbon. So whether you go for the handles or you go for the boom, they're all carbon. There's only one option. So there is no silver, platinum SLS. They're all carbon. They're lighter than, it's shorter. It doesn't go all the way to the end. So it's much lighter than the current mini boom. It is fixed. So you do need to buy it for each wing. So there's screw points here, one at the end. And if you go for the handles, there's one long handle to here and then another small handle on the back, which means you can then fold the wing down. So when this is packed away, it is basically the length of the boom. So the bags come at quite a bit taller. But yeah, the luxury is like I'll show you in the video, I'll put some clips alongside this. You can go along with one hand, like the power that like is harnessed from that one central point is just amazing. Yeah, so the prices for the wings will be excluding any handles. And then for £85, you either go for 2 handles, or for £85, you go for one single boom. The choice is totally up to you. I personally am going to go for the boom. But yeah, still need to do more testing with the handles. But having been out on it today, like going out in like sub 10 knots on a 4.5, like having that, I just like having the boom. Also, a lot of people are coming from windsurfing background. They kind of understand, or it feels more natural. You've also got like the V grip. So like a windsurfing boom, it's an oval / V grip. It just sits really comfortable in the corner of your fingers, which is like a windsurfing boom. And it meant I can sort of grip and control the wing, you know, like this, because I've got leverage over it because of the shape of it. But yeah, the other thing is materials. So I've already said that there's 3 different constructions, but all 3 of the wings have now got a new canopy material. So we all know about the Mod 3, which was on the 2024 unit and the 2024 slick. This is the Mod 3S. Yeah, so as I said in the slick video with the Mod 3, it basically, not just because of the material, but the way they've cut and shaped the fabric in the canopy, the wings just feel how you always want a wing to feel. Obviously, it takes time for Duotone and other brands to develop wings to the point where they feel how everyone wants them to feel. But let's check the camera's working. Basically, when you're winging, you want the wing to feel stable, smooth, not twitchy, not move around. And the Mod 3 and the way they cut the material, like on the 2024 wings, like was a big improvement. And now the Mod 3S is basically helping that even further. So I've made sort of some notes on it, but how it felt to me was that the wing was just very stable, very smooth, not visibly, but noticeably lighter. And the reason is the boom is obviously lighter than before, but also the canopy material is quite a bit lighter. And that is, I can tell you how much lighter. So the Mod 3 was 87 grams per square meter, and the Mod 3S is 69 grams per square meter. So 9, 10, 11, 12 grams lighter per square meter. And obviously on a bigger wing, that's going to have a bigger difference. But with the boom being full carbon, the boom is actually lighter than the handles. The handles have a few more mold points because you've got extra connections. So the boom does make your wing lighter. That's one thing to consider. But yeah, the wing is just incredibly light. I mean, me and Pasty was out before me, and it was like in places well, sort of like below 10 knots. And he was going on the 4.5 D lab on an 85 Skybrid. And yeah, we all want to be on smaller wings. They're more maneuverable. You can do more with them. It's nicer in your hands, less fatigue. Lighter is generally always better. So yeah, the new material is still a Mod 3 material. So it has the benefits of the power, the stretching, the control, but it's lighter and has less wrinkles. So therefore it's smoother, and it is noticeably smoother. There's like really not much I can say that's bad about this wing. The other thing is it's just really stable. Like this is on a gusty beach. There's a wall behind the camera. It's like, you'll see in the video when I'm riding the swell, like you only notice a wing is bad when it's really moving around and rocking. And I'd say like some of the earlier units, that was maybe the downfall of the unit. Although it was a powerful, really efficient wing, the stability of it like wasn't great when you've parked it and you're trying to ride the swell. But I didn't notice it at all today, which is a very good sign because it was just sat there and just really stable. So yeah, let me just go over my notes. I think I've gone over most of it. So new material, completely new shape. The boom is lighter than the handles. They're all carbon, lighter than the previous slick boom. 3 constructions, which means 3 different price points. So standard, SLS, and D-Lab. Standard being the cheapest, D-Lab being the most expensive, and then the SLS being in the middle. The boom and handles are £85. The boom has the overall grip. And yeah, more stable when you're gliding and you're holding it in one hand. So yeah, definitely give us a shout. Come and try this. So we've got the D-Lab. I'm personally going to spend a lot of time on the SLS to try and understand the difference because I've had D-Labs before and I've obviously got standard ones as well. But yeah, come and give it a try. And any questions, put some comments below and I can answer them for you.